this idea that like we can't fail is something that I feel like has really been ingrained in me. Until we had a global pandemic and stuff was so dire, stuff was falling apart to such an extent that I really felt like finally I have circumstances extreme enough that, you know, I can push myself, push my boundaries. And if I don't succeed, people won't be saying, oh, well, you know, like we gave all this money to a Black woman-led nonprofit and look what happened. They'd be like, oh, well, you know, the pandemic was happening. Zora's House is a co-working space and leadership incubator that centers the healing, creativity, leadership, and activism of women of color. We are a space in the community. We're a physical space. I like to joke and say that imagine your favorite coffee shop and your homegirl's house had a baby, and that's Zora's House. That's just the vibe you're gonna get when you come here. It is a gathering space for women of color, and I will often tell folks that our mission is to catalyze, support, encourage whatever dreams that women of color have for themselves, their families, and their communities. And that's the work that we do at Zora's House. Because we're in a pandemic, you know, this space has been a site of, you know, dreaming and gathering and collaborating, but it's also been a site of grieving and healing, you know, and the space wasn't open. We couldn't just call everybody together and say, you know what, y'all, like, squad up, we coming to Zora's House, like, we gonna sit together. I don't know how we gonna feel, but we can at least be together. And knowing that we couldn't serve in that way, I just started thinking, like, as a leader, I was like, okay, we got to figure out some way to bring people together. Like, I knew that, or I felt like I really had a role in the community to facilitate some of that healing. Zora's House is not a transactional business. So even though, yes, we provide a service and people give us money, we provide a connection to something larger, to a larger vision. And I actually think that got strengthened in 2020. We started to launch some virtual events over the summer, and we actually ended up launching an entire like virtual membership because we had people from across the country now who were participating in Zora's House events and asking, well, how do we stay a part of the community? And it was all because like we listened to our community, which is what we always do. So from a business sense, I think that's something that allows us to stand apart. And I think it's what kept us afloat in 2020 when a lot of other spaces were shutting down, because we're not just a space. You have to take risks if you are going to push beyond your comfort zone. It has been so freeing for me to feel like, you know what, it's okay. It's okay to do that. It's okay to dream big. It's okay to like leap for the freaking moon, like go for it. And I hope that I am able to take that outside of the pandemic. We're about to launch a really big initiative for Zora's House, bigger than anything we've ever done before. And you know, I was sharing with somebody, I was like, look, it's real hard to say no to Black women right now. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be this hard 3 years from now, 4 years from now, but dog, as long as it's hard to say no to Black women, like I'm gonna be having my hand out, like I need help with this, I need a resource over here, like I need this type of support. Because I think that in America, like our memories are short. We're in a particular moment right now, and I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I think I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna ride it like as hard as I can, as far as I can, as long as I can.